MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. It's been done before, but you could bet the other guys are hungry to end this thing right here and now to give themselves a couple of days off before the next series. This should be a good one.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
Julio Teheran will do his best on the mound to keep his team alive here in the division series. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep in the games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
Here's George Springer, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. This is line to left. Acuna is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Rizzo, base runner at first with 1 out. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
And it's fouled away. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Fouled away. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Here's the 1-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
The set and the 2-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Acuna is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Yu Darvish is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Schwarber will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
No left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Darvish has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
The 1-1 is outside for a ball.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Contreras is there, and that retires the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He'll get us started in the top of the second. 1-1 home. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
In now, Wilson Contreras. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Now a throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Jeanette aboard here at first with nobody out. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Stepping in now, Jason Hayward. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. There to take it in is Donaldson for the first out.
The center fielder, number 4.
Stepping up to the plate, George Springer. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Inciarte is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Striding into the box, Anthony Rizzo. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. This is to right field and deep for Freeman. Looking up is Contreras. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. His first homer so far in the series. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Base is empty here with nobody out. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time. 2-2.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 6, the right fielder.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's a .318 hitter. He also has 1 home run. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Liner towards second. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Into the box, Brian McCann. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Two men on, two out. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Hayward is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Atlanta. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3- or 4-hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5-hole is just as dangerous.
So striding in, Javier Baez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's a huge swing by Baez and a ball sent to deep left field. Into the second deck and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his 4th long ball of this series, and with it the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead. Just an absolutely amazing home run there, certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing. Into the box now, Nicholas Castellanos. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating.
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Standing in now, Scooter Gennett. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second home run of the series, as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
In now, Wilson Contreras. High in the air out to center field. Inciarte's there. 1 out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Inciarte will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 2.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Hit sharply on the ground. Swanson picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So give them 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Cubs lead it 5-1. Digging in, Ender Inciarte. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Bryant charging this one. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Up next for Atlanta.
And here's
the
Ronald Acuna Jr. now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Junior.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box. I guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still thinking about it as he walks to the plate right here. That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even clear.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Braves. They're down here 5-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Oh, no, he can't hold on to it. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Now batting,
Settling in now, Chris Bryant. The 1-1 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Lifted in the air to center. Markakis has a read on it. 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Inciarte on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
And this is taken in for out number 1.
The batter, the second baseman.
So the bases are empty with
Ozzie.
1 man gone. And that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. Waiting on deck is Nick Markakis. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. 2 gone now in the Braves half of the 4th. And standing in, the powerful right fielder Nick Markakis. Smoke toward the hole. A diving effort as it's off his glove. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force. And with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 5-1. Here's Javier Baez. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Nicholas Castellanos. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Low with a fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
And he misses again, ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
The batter, number 3.
Max Fried enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Now pitching for the Braves, number 54.
Scooter Gennett. Marcus Semien will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Castellanos leads off first with one away. Popped him up. Freeman in foul ground. He's got it, and there are two down now. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 2-2. Hits the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. One left for the Cubs. They're up 5-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said the high pitch count they've run up is a result of a lot of great battles at the plate by his guys, and he's not wrong. So far, they've worked 5 full counts in their at-bats.
Thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Austin Riley, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The 2-2 pitch. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2. Waiting next is Brian McCann. The bouncer to the left side. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Sent on the ground out to second. Simeon's got it. On to first, and McCann is retired here for route number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Dansby Swanson comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this is popped up near second base. Simeon is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They're down here 5-1. Coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Line toward the alley in left center, and Hayward has a base hit.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Into the box now, George Springer. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-1 home. And a bouncing ball, foul. Hayward, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. The 2-2. Off and running is Hayward. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Long throw to third. And he is in there.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike one and make hitters expand the zone. Not a good time to throw a fastball.
Rendell Gritcher will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Gritcher puts a good swing on it. This ball's carrying well to left. Looking up Acuna, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his 3rd home run of this series, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. High chopper to third. Donaldson gonna have to hurry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Through 5.5, it's the Cubs 8 and the Braves 1. Rendell Gritcher will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 16.
Here's Ender Inciarte, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up. Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
The 2-2 one more time. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gritcher is there. Makes the play, 1 away. Stepping in for the Braves, Josh Donaldson. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves, only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
Two and two.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Heading out towards shallow right. Hayward has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Freddie Freeman. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Darvish pauses, 1-1 on its way. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is a ball high and inside. One run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back here at SunTrust Park. On to the 7th now in Game 3. But before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Anthony Swarzak enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 38, Anthony Swarzak.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Now batting.
In now, Marcus Semien, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. So now with 2 out and the bases empty is Wilson Contreras. 2 out, nobody on. Driven nicely into the gap. Now this gets all the way to the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. That was pretty obvious in live action that ball was hit hard.
And after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo. An impressive swing of the bat.
Standing in now, Jason Hayward. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. This will kick up against the wall now. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
And now back to the leadoff spot from the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, George Springer. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Hayward at second with 2 down. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Markakis, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. 2 well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
In now, Anthony Rizzo. Fouled away. Ball 2.
2 strikes.
2 out here and a runner at second. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Acuna's there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Cubs lead this one 10-1. Seth Lugo gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
Now with the plate, Ozzie Albies. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's another 2-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Another 2-2 offering. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. Offensive play was all over.
Into the box, Austin Riley just hung in there on that one. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Popped him up. Simeon waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in once again, Brian McCann, 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Fouled off. Markakis leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1 left for Atlanta. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Shane Green comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Into the box now, Rendell Grichuk. And it's 1-2. One and two, here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. One out, nobody on. And 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
And he goes and chops this one out towards second. And there are two away now.
Now batting.
Digging in, Javier Baez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. 1-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Liner towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Standing in now, Nicholas Castellanos. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. So digging in now, Marcus Semien. Head-to-head battles with Shane Green. He's gone 2 for 6. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They hang on to their 10 to. Nick Pivetta is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
For Chicago, number 43, Nick.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Number 5, Albert Almora.
Ready on 1 and 2.
This change defensively for the Cubs.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
In now, Ender Inciarte. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2 and 2. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Looking up is Contreras. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a day to forget for them. So this homer will be a welcome to everyone in that dugout. Maybe this gives them a little momentum going into the next game.
Into the box, Ronald Acuna. In there, 1 and 2 now. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2 and 2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Contreras moving to his left, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Josh Donaldson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Now this one's hit hard to left field by Donaldson and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo shot off the bat of Josh Donaldson. His first homer so far in the series, but they still face a 7-run deficit. Stepping in now, Freddie Freeman. Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On to the 9th now in game 3. The Cubbies are in front 10-3. Luke Jackson comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, this is all about just
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte is right there, one down.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Into the box now, George Springer. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Stepping into the box, Anthony Rizzo, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Springer, the runner at first with 2 gone. Scorched to third. Donaldson's there, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Craig Kimbrell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Chicago, number 24.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead it off with his guys needing a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 4. And it's fouled away. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Breaking ball called just a bit low. On deck is Nick Markakis. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there. He struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
1-2 now.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Again, he sends it out of play. Ready with another 2-strike offering, and he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Striding forward now is the DH, Austin Riley, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Final strike for the Braves. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Swing and a liner. And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Almora racing back. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And the runner is in from second. And the second run will score as well.
Yeah, it might only be a drop in the ocean, but every run helps when you're down this big. That triple gets them within 5 runs, so we'll see if they can keep chipping away here.
Swanson at third with 2 away. Standing in now, Ender Inciarte. This is line to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we've got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired. Leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Brandon Morrow will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. 2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1, and this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And the Cubs are 1 step closer. They're going to the National League Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First